And majority of the people in northern Uganda still live in huts. Majority of the people in Uganda, northern Uganda, do not have electricity. You do not have access to clean water. These are things that you should be able to get if you vote for the right government. So, trust the National Unity Platform, trust President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, and I can assure you people of northern Uganda, you will never regret.
Thank you.
GULU today. We are happy now in Lira. Tomorrow we head to Eastern Uganda. We're going to be in Soroti to connect with our leaders there and so on. It's difficult, it's tough. Sometimes we take a while to get to you because each time we try, police and the military, they are tear gassing us, stopping our meetings and so on. But we'll do everything possible to come to you. Thank you and good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Young people. Uganda is going to belong to young people. Because we have young people that have first world brains, but they are stuck in a third world country. And the only thing that makes Uganda a third world country, because we have third world leaders. We have leaders whose future is already behind them. Look at a person like Museveni. What will an 85-year-old person think for the next generation? So we want these all ideas we're having for the young people of Uganda. First of all, keep them healthy. Fix the healthcare system and keep them healthy, because our young people are dying at a very young age, dying out of avoidable causes. Then re-educate them, fix education, skill-based. We have mentioned that our education is going to be split in 4 ways. That is arts, that is academics, that is agriculture, and that is athletics, so that we boost up the young people. The industrialization, the channeling of our resources to basically face a youthful generation. And this is not to mean that I'm underscoring or undermining elders. Of course, we have elders, especially here in northern Uganda, elders that are our moral compass, elders who we rely on for guidance. But we, the young people, will be the engine of the country. And I'm calling myself a young person in my 40s, very unfortunately. But this is because 30 is the new 18 in this our country. So we want to maintain a youthful mind, focus on young people, make sure they are not unemployed, make sure they are guided, and make sure they are protected and inspired.
Thank you so much. It was really, really indeed nice.
Took him to his basement, stripped him naked, and started torturing him. And his crime is because he does not know Lunyankole. He wants to teach him Lunyankole. Nobody is going to be teaching no other their language by force. You are proud and should be proud of your language, and nobody should force you to learn their language. So the things that they are choosing us of, they're the ones that are doing. We are a new Uganda, where a person from Lango will be proudly Lango. And actually will be proudly actually. Muganda will be proudly Muganda. Munyankole aniteso it. That is the new Uganda that we believe in. Don't listen to the propaganda. Take charge, you as the citizens of Uganda. And finally, somebody was also asking me why my traditional leader does not visit northern Uganda. Well, I am not the Kabaka. And I don't think it should be an issue for me to answer, because I'm a national leader. Yes, I'm a Muganda, and I'm a Catholic. But when I walk out of my house, my Catholicism stays in my house. My tribe stays in my house. And I become a Ugandan, and I move like a Ugandan everywhere.
Thank you so much. Before I let you go, there's this question about the plan that NUP has for the youth. Yes. You will sum it up with that. The plans that NUP has for the youth when you take over power.
When we take over,
Mr. Party President, I welcome you to give the answers to the questions raised and the words of encouragement shared with you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Now you will notice that I was deliberate to give a history, because I am aware that so much propaganda has been pushed around. The regime cannot come and say we are lying about what we're saying, but they use propaganda and their lies. And it has not just started when Kyagulanyi came. No, this started way back in their mean times. Museveni has survived on propaganda. I've told you the story of how Chief Justice Ben Kiwanuka was killed and the car that killed him, and how Museveni wrote about that car in his book, Sowing the Mustard Seed. So he's accused of having been the one that kidnapped the Chief Justice Ben Kiwanuka. But not the only that. The same person has made sure that he divides the people of Uganda. I've also mentioned that Museveni and his team, and these were words coming out of the mouth of Kainda Otafire when they are burying Adonia Tiberondo, and he said they used to put on UPC t-shirts and kill people in Buganda so that the people of Uganda can hate UPC. That has been his game. When they took power, they took the soldiers of Kaira after killing Kaira and deployed them in northern Uganda to wreak havoc in order to create that hate. Now we are victims, our generation, we are victims of that hate. They set us up against each other to make sure they divide us so they can conquer us. Those are the same lies that keep being pushed. To see that a person, a married man like me, you know my wife, I am here, the Honorable Joel Senyonyi is married to a beautiful wife called Feb, and their children. So is our SG and all our people. But to see that the regime is trying as much as possible to push the homosexual narrative, like they push the tribal narrative just because I'm in Uganda, and they push a narrative of us working with whites to undermine Africans' independence, etc., etc. All that is propaganda. So I don't know about those matters of homosexuality. Those are matters of Museveni and Andrew Mwenda, because he has been Andrew Mwenda, who is the spokesperson of Muhoozi, has been the proponent of homosexuality. Why don't they go and ask Andrew Mwenda? Let them go and ask Muhoozi, because Muhoozi recently said he wants to remove that law. So please don't ask me about matters of homosexuality. Go and ask Museveni and Andrew Mwenda and Muhoozi. In any case, Donald Trump just stopped the money that was sent to Uganda constantly to promote homosexuality. Let the government of Uganda, let Museveni's government tell us how they were spending those billions meant for promoting homosexuality. Don't ask me those questions. Ask Museveni, because he's the one that has been given that money to promote homosexuality, the same money that gives to those pastors and all those people to attack us instead. Okay? So, ask them those questions. Don't ask us. You asked me about, some brother asked what we intend to do for the people of Lango. And he was right, because many times we first point at the problem, because the problems are all everywhere. The poverty in Lango, the land grabbing in Lango, the exclusion, the tribalism, etc., etc. Now he's asking, what do we intend to do? What do we intend to do? And he's right. Number one, but not limited to only that, we want to deal, at our heart is health care, because this has affected everybody. Our Secretary General has eloquently put it, that at the bare minimum, no woman should die giving birth. No woman should have to pay to give life. Hospitals, schools should be funded well. So we want to improve our healthcare system, our hospitals. We want to improve our education system. We want to improve our infrastructure. How come there's no train that is coming from Lao to other parts of Uganda? So we want to fix our road network. We want to fix our infrastructure. We want to ensure that electricity reaches all places of Lango, because that can be done. We want to build on the efforts and the plan of those our forefathers, because in Museveni's regime, after 40 years in power.
All right. The only question I believe they have translated for you, all of them. Okay, all right. Let's get
And
back
if you
to
see
it.
I've not answered anything to ask.
It's okay.
In the Muganda, we know in Muganda, if Kabaka was born in the central, we have never seen or even a prime minister visiting Lango or a Kabaka visiting Lango. Now, he wants the vote in the language region.
Mr. Odong.
Number one.
Mr. Odong.
That is number one. You can wait. Number two, I want to ask National Unity Platform with one question also. When the next thing to be the president of this country, where will we put the Kapaka?
Mr. Dong, I will not allow the president answer your question because it's about tribes. We are talking about political party.
Oh, actually, I don't mind answering it.
Okay,
I am happy to answer every question.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right, I'm ready. When you wear check, go to Uchin, a gamma pen you Dutch, Bilukati, or Jopola Polam, your time, Joken, and Pay. We'll be taking a very short break when you return. The party president gets the return of the observation and the answers to your questions and the encouragement you have shared with him. Due to time factor, we can't take any more calls.
Stella, no, don't do.
Okay.
Neno mere di puli bien aja neno programa pulien peja ke di kon wakano pa neno mere beka.
Now, boys, try to pay any. Voice of Lam FM. Hello.
Hello, Calvin.
Look up here.
Bonita Morata.
Didi Manata.
After the party president, Wamen Lubu, one of the Moreka, you know, one old Moromo, Copeta, and Better Didi.
What are you?
You're the Coreka, Lubu Bill, now, Luane Jagam, Uno, Gana Corilo, with you night to dance. One time, one thing I work so one for me to Mungo.
A voice try to pay. Voice of Lam. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, look up here.
Opo kami.
Look up here.
Kilo kere more.
Morris, I got you quick.
Kel tamban.
Okay, penny.
Orang poli binanyo.
Yeah.
Yan, wato mi kala hala sopi. Yan, wali wang lono. Wang kita hala de tie, yo kana hala de. Yo kita kata. Kita ya kon bisu ikut jete.
What are you penny, Morris?
Kami tem yin na pet. Wang wakum. Lak pom de tie.
A point to try.
Kita kata ni. Yin na teko.
A point to try. Voice of Lam.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm okay, this is Aaron.
Aaron, where are you calling from?
I'm within town.
Okay, straight to your questions.
Greetings to Bobby Wine, His Excellency, and then Joyce Enyoni. Welcome to their city. I only have one word for them. It's good they have come, but I'm telling them or I'm cautioning them about the people they use. They might humble them or demote them. There are some people that the songs they're playing in Lira City here cannot be danced. Especially the other gender inside the studio where. Today you better you do it, tomorrow she's running to NRM. And today I'm getting she will know.
The day is for the party. Can you ask your questions straight and accurate?
Sorry?
I'm saying the day is for the party as NUP and they are here to attend to you. Can you be precise and straight to your question?
About what? No, I'm telling them,
Yes.
as they promote their party, because now it's about the agenda is about the number, isn't it?
Okay.
So sometimes the people they're using might sell the party or might not sell the party.
Thank you so much for the encouragement. One last question. Voice of Lam.
Hello?
Yes, look up here.
Yes, you are talking to Diana Peter.
Caesar, where are you calling from? Peter.
Peter.
Yes, Peter, where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm coming from Aleppo.
Left tongue district.
Yes, I'm encouraging the president of the NUP to go ahead.
Okay.
But she should also learn to cooperate with India to kick out the humanity on the power. Because here.
Thank you so much. It was just encouragement. Fine, last call. Hello?
Yes. You are speaking. I'm calling from Lira City.
Yes.
You are speaking to Odong Abed.
Odong Abed.
Yes, I want to ask the president of National Unity Platform.
Yes.
I want to ask him two questions.
Go ahead. Okay, boy. Wait to 12. Hey, you have pain with your can and bill penny into pay chan made to shoot. Wait some now.
Yes, hello.
Look up here.
Yes, I believe this is what I'm calling from a Kokoro.
Walter from a Kokoro, thank you for calling.
Now, I wanted to ask this guy that Millennial is
Yes.
what have they brought for people here? Because I tell you, the government has done up to those people. What are the package they have brought? What have you said? Thank you, you are all good people. What have they brought for us?
Okay. Thank you so much. Voice of Love FM. Hello. Go now. Yes, man Calvin TV, I'm a voice of Love. Hey, I'm going to win copy to me a copy lemon. And to end your minute, I saw what I'm going to studio can. But doing cop out of the passion.
Apoya tech the Dushameti studio. Kede lag Dushameti in your voice of now. Ameti now can. The president requested me to speak in my language, which I hope it will be translated to him. My name is Sarah Awo. I represent the workers at City Council. I am a leader in the City Council. So I'm here to welcome the president and the team from National Unity Platform as a leader in Lao sub-region. Then too, as a mother, I also want to welcome him to Lira. You say you always come here once in a while, but it's because you didn't have a mother in Lao. But now you have a mother, and now you can come anytime. Don't even be scared of all the intimidations. We are there with you in the struggle.
Amen.
Now, Maggie Kimere, Pamito Loka Paul, Amituni Aqua Toro Duchameti Lao, Paul Lakara, Jokoni, National Unity Platform, Obero Kama Bulu. Epikiani one Toro Niakoni, it is actually hard and it's sad for us to lose our children in all these circumstances that the NRM is putting us in. So it is better for the mothers now to join hands and we move together with National Unity Platform. Because they speak the same language that we are speaking now. I want to make it clear, categorically, that in Lao, it's only me who always fight for corruption. And all, the corrupt will fight back at me by putting a lot of issues, a lot of fake cases, and have been arrested severally by my party that I serve the NRM. But I think it is time for us to move out and speak to the public. Whatever it takes, we are there for you. And we are there for our people. So luak me lao, anatel lokachala ti lao, daneno chan ti lao, and this is the time. Ni chawa me wan miru ya utelo karachel kede jo amete loko lebwa. Eta party gwako jo amete gwako ka degi. Amegindo tamani they have surrounded what to eat and they want us to help them protect their food. That will not happen. We shall say no to those ones who are really eating the future of our children. And they are pretending they're securing the future. If you are really securing the future of our children, why don't you allow them also to be part of the future? So that is nonsense. We shall not accept, and this must stop.
Thank you.
So the president, I want to thank you. Come again to Lao. I am also contesting to be the woman member of parliament for Lira City with the two confused ministers of President Museveni. Thank you.
Let's go, Sarah, let's go. That's why I spoke English. However, I wanted to request my sister, Sarah Awol, to speak my Luo on my behalf.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my sister, welcome please.
We ready to Peki tie yo ko yo re no kene ento metu mala Uganda papa tere tie chiantia dot kan wurien chukule kele yo ti topa me petia ber en ko ni kame do jo yera ti yo chunya me adong lewo kera no no chunjo metu mala Uganda me ko nyere pe ma chelo ko ni mano be chimo dan ma chel de minister en ko ni wun pe mi be no kera wa hanyo chima tinu mo be minister chel ni ario de pe we chan ke pe ha me ti yo nyamu itu mala Uganda kan en ko ni yo me peten mano jalo yo chunye yo me ya e ka te ke la hala ko dangi yo me tu mala Uganda mi no ko nya be yo ko ponye ke school ke yo de ame noti abejo ko ne choki on moko chik ukelo le logi amoko ne abedo regional parliament je ko na chaki tuma la Uganda ken gem ni chana duong afrikan en na piro ko ne temo kwero er jote ko ne dago tuma la Uganda pire piendo en pe ya kan ento en me ko ni chana metikan duong ngoke no parliament ka ke government ko yobu peki ne chana metikan ame gino
say this is wrong. You're spending billions of shillings to rally members of parliament, staff, ferry them to northern Uganda where it began from in GULU. And you are saying it's going to better their lives? I said, no, we have a parliament where we sit. Instead of spending more money, let us sit in our parliament and discuss the issues of northern Uganda. MPs from the north are present. Let them talk to us about those issues of concern. And I told the government, if you are really serious, because I saw many people in government saying, Senyonyi, you don't like northern Uganda. And I said, you government people, if you really like northern Uganda, instead of just taking a sitting there, fix the issues of concern there. The regional sitting came, it ended, and northern Uganda remained in the state it has always been. Let's push for better. Thank you.
Welcome with radio.
Young people, majority of them do not have jobs. Stop cheering and saying at least we have a minister, we have somebody in this commission and that kind of thing. You deserve better.
To far and wide and not just in Lamu. I just saw a message on social media. Somebody called Anguzo who says he's tuned in live from Koboko listening in. We do appreciate you. Look, the people of northern Uganda have borne the brand of the Museveni regime for the last 40 years. If there is any region that has suffered under this leadership, it is northern Uganda. It has suffered a great deal from the wars that were unstoppable for a very long time, disease, poverty, poor healthcare, poor infrastructure, and so on. Every region has a bit of that. But when you come to northern Uganda, it's a different story altogether. It is a sad reality. And so if there's anyone that should be fighting for change, a lot more, it is the people of northern Uganda. And you see, many times, I said this somewhere today, that many times they'll throw peanuts at people of northern Uganda. Mr. Museveni will say, I've given this ministry to somebody from the north, this ministry to somebody from the north, and he wants the people of northern Uganda to be excited because he has appointed a minister from that region. But you see, that does not change the situation in northern Uganda. That one minister does not ameliorate or better the lives of the rest of the people in northern Uganda. So stop being excited because your relative or somebody you know from your region has been appointed a minister.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother, and thank you for hosting us. We do appreciate the people from different parts of northern Uganda who are listening in to the discussion that we are having. I figure it's way beyond.
Okay, Moni. Can ko ni mano lo Uganda chawo ni pekitia dum tutwal yor ya ka jo wele na ha gloves wo lo ki wori wela jo da hada lo kere da hada lo pension ne botu tuo mema gi su petia ber piento utich me yot kom dan pe o chula ber mi o pe hotia dum tutwal yot kom go ni pe ko kenda tie kai cha me kar kene utia me o dido jowa e ka to bi ni abi ye nyoturi ha te no ginda hokelo gambut gi nyo kelo gi do gi nyo ri chacho te weki ori out me ko ni kelo wo America na tie ame nyu ngi cheno ko ni magi du shogi hotel je bu no kun mo bala dan mo pe ko ni kai no le bu ni tino metu ma re Uganda tia port to ame ti pongere I wuri me jiera for la papat ame ti ya don lo Uganda kan ko brang ma non mi o gento ko ni ka jo bol don ku ira kema me nyuta kema ni ko peki ki jama resha de ti yeri be ni ma no jama no du petia ba de jo nyut chwe ngi ke bol ku iri ki nyuta kemo ma we yer pasi gini menu e kala kai bol ku ni go ho no ku ko na ga kwa de lo ko yore kana me jotia me atero ye mano kitame ko ka chekere no we'll be welcoming
the workers are not paid well. You heard recently, just a few weeks back, that members of parliament were each given 100 million shillings to pass that UPDF Amendment Act, which has made all of us vulnerable to that military court, because now they will come to your home if you have a problem with anyone and plant a gun in your house, plant gumboots in your house for the military or anything, and claim that you've violated that UPDF Act and take it to the court martial. And if you go to all these prisons, you'll find many people. In fact, when you go to Chitaria, you find very many people from northern Uganda. People who have been picked from Lango, from Karamoja and other places, and they're not being tried. They have been there for 9 years, subjected not to no trial, and they're just there in prison. So that is why we are protesting. So because of those problems, that is why we are calling it a protest vote. So when you come out to vote, please know that you're protesting against injustice, protesting against poverty, protesting against land grabbing, protesting against corruption, protesting against dictatorship, protesting against all these evils that we're talking about. And what do we mean by protest vote? We want the people to turn out massively, very big numbers. Number two, we want them to protect the vote, 100%, ensure that nobody is stealing the vote. Number three is to ensure that once you protect the vote, that it is actually announced, that the real results are announced. And you follow that through to ensure that the victory of the people of Uganda is not usurped by a small clique of people who are oppressing our people right now. Thank you. Opportunity. So we've been talking about the protest vote because we all know the problems that we have in this region and indeed in northern Uganda and the rest of the country. As our president said, if you see the money that we lose in corruption, that money is enough to fix the roads. It is enough to ensure that we have proper health facilities. NUP believes that women should not be dying while giving birth, but should also not pay to give birth in hospitals. But as you know, when you go to any hospital, even here in Lira or even in the entire northern region and by far in Uganda, you'll get there and then they will start asking you for money, even for gloves. They tell you to go and get gloves, they tell you to go and get Panadol, they tell you to go and buy even the most...
I feel the need to send some salutations to, first of all, the first promoter who hired me to come to Lira, and that was a guy called Onapa Jime, also known as DJ Kula, sending my greetings. And in studio we are with our brothers, fellow leaders, Comrade Adonio Michael, Comrade Moses Mawa, Comrade Sarah Awol Angweri, and Isaac Ojok. They are amazing, and I want to salute them since time is fast running out. Also with me, my fellow able and eloquent leaders, the Right Honorable Joel Senyanyi, leader of opposition in the Parliament of Uganda, and our Secretary General David Leus Bongoya. I would really request that the people of Lango hear their voices, even if for a minute, and then I'll very happily come back and conclude.
All right. Before I let you go, maybe you tell us something about the protest votes.
Absolutely. Yes. How about I give that opportunity to the Secretary General
to
share? Thank you very much.
All right. Maname Parliament, maname kamwe tumbalu, amano areas elivazi na kwa. Pedong biru mede maname Parliament. Na penye imanda ho bera maname Parliament dunga na ho banchi elo ni Uganda do puru bilo bera titira lo ala. Na hen party president abi wor by election ende ho yori. Ente ko ni manu peka chaki achiel ke ko gimna moti mere situation scenario moti me bera chaka iko miero na lo kona pona ma chiel bera chaki na me Parliament bera na kala ma chiel Mario bera chaki me yera me Parliament me dum marka mon bera duonga do lana ma me no kero bera chaki me Parliament ni Parliament ai ka te kwere officer speaker ko dangi bera chaki manu me jotero koho iko miera ka te ngol yunge kara kitire do ngalo ala mo kiru utiu kana chel kero ko dangi jo wono jo pure chung, jo pure bol queer, jo pola oneno, pe had duong tuan, ikana me yer me ka wempe malo. Eto ko ni, charo do angol ko, tu do ni ka jigri ngola mere, gino tia me ringo do ko ni mu kiro, me o kwer ni gin pe yen ka jigri ngola, na me o kato ni. Ana pe dangi ka do ngopi endo chik me do lo yer ko ni mo do la bisiel. O pe do yer na to ke no be balanga. Of course, gindo tia me chawani, work when you kiko me kwai. Ka ki hore mudang na ko la potie be de teacher chala me Parliament mano me ka wempe imalo. As we get to conclude, of course you need to listen to some calls, 2 and 3 like that.
Yeah, maybe before we go to the calls, with your indulgence, I take long to come.
Platform or
well, we are appealing against that judgment. And when we appeal against it, then the Honorable Narukola will continue to do his work until the appellate court pronounces itself. And should it also do it haphazardly and in haste like it was done, then we are happy to go back to the people of Kawempe, like I've mentioned Of course, we know we live in a country where laws are nothing more than the paper on which they are written, but still we'll swim with the tide and we will persevere through.
Thank you. Right, so with radio, our party president here, Penya Manapenya Kere Hamaho Maneno Angola. As a party, what will you make for Elias Luimbazi Nalokola?
Thank you very much. It's interesting. It is not only the shortest period that a member of parliament has been in parliament, but it has been a case of very many firsts. It is the first election where you see an armored vehicle member getting into the polling station during voting. The first time where you see a person elected to be member of parliament, but they are delayed unreasonably to be gazetted. And even when they are gazetted, the first time to see a member of parliament being sworn in the speaker's office and not the chambers of parliament. So it has been so many cases that are unprecedented, but also it has been probably the shortest election petition. There are many other petitions that are not even yet decided, but this was decided in just a number of days. Why? Because the courts are not independent. Here comes a situation where the world has been watching the military, which is under the control of General Museveni, brutalize a candidate, brutalize people in uniform and in plain clothes, where it is known. But now, the victim was turned into a culprit. And yes, they went ahead, Judge Naamanya went ahead to, overturn the election of Honorable Narukola. We've seen that, and like it was said by Honorable Narukola himself, that it was not him on trial, but it was the court on trial. And the court has gone ahead to expose itself. We, as a National Unity Platform, of course will challenge it in the appellate court. But we also know that since the judiciary is not independent, if the Court of Appeal does the same thing, we are more than happy to go back to the people of Kawempe and they will once again deliver an even more resounding victory against Museveni, like they have historically done. For the last more than 25 years, the NRM has never won that seat. The people have always put their feet down. This was the beginning of a protest vote. And the shameless Museveni and his regime just won't take no for an answer from the people of Kawempe. We know where the people stand. The people know where they stand, and they will. Thus, power has been switched off, but the generator has been switched on. We are waiting for the signal to reconnect so we can proceed with our program. Please bear with us.